Hmm. What's going on, everybody? As you can tell from the title of this video, we're talking about Halloween Ends. As I'm recording this video will probably come out about a few days later because I have a couple other uploads I want to do, and especially with my new sponsorship, Raise Energy Rep Sports. Get you some energy drinks. I'll put the link in the description, but I'll do a better video showing a little bit more of their stuff on their on their homepage, on their webpage, and I'll go into a little bit more detail about that in my next video. But with this one, I just wanted to get on the camera because it's still fresh in my mind because I just watched them film, and I just want to talk to you guys about it and kind of just give you my initial thoughts. I wouldn't even say this is a review. It's just more of a reaction to Halloween Ends. So if you haven't watched the movie, I would say go watch it and then come back and click on this video, and yeah, we can talk about it. So with that being said, spoiler warning. I'll give you a few seconds to get out, and then we'll get right into it. So here we go. In 3, 2, 1. All right, here we go. This movie is the biggest piece of fucking dog shit I've ever seen in my freaking life. Dude, I am so... I don't even know how to say it without getting loud. All right, so let me say this. Look, I know that some of you guys probably don't know much about me. Maybe you come here because you've seen that I put reaction vid for Halloween Ends. I'm not sure what I'm gonna title this video yet and what the thumbnail is gonna look like, but if you're here, you're probably just wondering, what do I think about the film? This guy seems very enthusiastic. Yeah, I didn't like it, man. Matter of fact, I freaking hated it. And so what I was saying to that was, I'm a huge Halloween fan. I've seen every single film in the franchise, some more than others. And when I say some more than others, I'd say I've watched the first one about 1 billion times. I've seen the second one another 1 billion times. I've seen Halloween H2O several times over. Halloween Resurrection, which everybody hates, but I love. Halloween 2018, I've watched that movie several times over. Halloween Kills, despite its flaws, I've seen that movie a few times since its release, especially since getting the 4K. And I've seen all the other ones, definitely more than a handful of times, but I don't like those as much. I've seen Season of the Witch. I like that movie. It's a good movie, though Michael's not in it. Has nothing to do with Michael. 4, 5, and 6 are not terrible movies, but they're not great, and they really try to get into the backstory of Michael, which I don't really like as much because it makes him less scary. And that kind of brings me into Halloween Ends. Going into Halloween Ends, I was very skeptical. I was interested. I was definitely excited. This was my movie of the year because of the potential of what we could be getting from this movie. I was anticipating the last fight between Michael and Laurie. I was anticipating something new and fresh, which, albeit, we did get. I wouldn't say it's a good thing of what they did. My problem is trying to generate a new storyline with brand new characters in the last film of a trilogy. That's where my problem lies. And then you guys probably know what I'm talking about. His name is Corey. Look, I don't really have a problem with the character. I don't think he's a bad character. I just think he was rushed. In my opinion, and I was telling my wife this, I think that we should have seen him in Halloween 2018. We should have seen him in 2019. We should have, 2019, yeah. Well, that movie came out in 2020. Sorry, excuse me. Halloween Kills came out in 2021. We should have seen him in that. Just like a 5-10 minute scene with him. Just already like planting the seeds in what they're leading up to. And this film, while it tries to do something different, I think that it just doesn't have the magic of the prior Halloween movies, even Halloween Kills, that people just love to shit on. And I'm one of those people that I didn't love that movie. Evil Dies Tonight. Like I'm so tired of hearing that shit. The dialogue is really fucking bad in that film. And so I'm not going to sit here and defend it on that. But I mean, even like the likes of Halloween Resurrection, even though that movie was kind of a joke with Busta Rhymes doing kung fu to Michael Myers, it's still, even those scenes when Michael was in it, it felt very, very reminiscent of the first Halloween. It still felt that way, even though it had, you know, the goofy moments. It felt more like a Scream film. And I think that's the issue with both H2O and Resurrection, is they felt very Scream-like. But yeah, Halloween Ends, man. You know, Corey, again, you know, he was a major focus in this film, and I think that hurt it for me. It did. I felt like Laurie wasn't in enough. I was really wanting to see Laurie way more. I love Jamie Lee Curtis, and she needed a bigger part, man. This is Halloween Ends. It's her final film in the Halloween universe. Like, she's not doing this crap no more. She's blessed us with several movies now. She came back for this new trilogy. Whatever you think about it, she's definitely not a negative in this trilogy. And I just felt like we didn't get enough of her, and it sucks, man. It really, really sucks. I'm so down in the dumps about it, man. You know, I'm like trying to like contain it, but dude, I'm just so fucking. I let it out a little bit before I got on camera because I didn't want to look like a complete jackass. Because at the end of the day, this is a movie. This isn't real life, and I need to understand that there's better things to do with my time, and way better ways to like convey my emotions than act like a dumbass on camera. But dude, I'm so fucking pissed with how the story went, man. I was telling my wife, man, we got about halfway through it. I was like, dude, am I watching Halloween Ends or am I watching fucking Riverdale? I felt like you guys know what I'm talking about. There's several scenes where Allison and Corey are riding a motorcycle, and like Allison's like kissing his neck and rubbing his chest while he's fucking riding down the road on his motorcycle. And I'm sitting there like, what is this, Archie and whatever fucker, what is his name, Vanessa? I don't know, dude, I don't know. I stopped watching the show after season 2 because that shit got fucking weird. But yeah, I mean, like, it just didn't feel like a Halloween movie, man. And I look, here's the thing. I'm gonna make a full review on this, you know, because I like to do a badass or trash for this movie, and I think you pretty much already know what I'm gonna say. But I would like to do another review on it, like where I could really convey my thoughts. Maybe watch it over again, because it is available to watch on Peacock, and take notes while I'm watching it, and just see if there's anything in particular pops out, anything else that I find that's better. But like, I'm sitting here thinking, man, it just didn't feel like a Halloween film, man. The excitement for these movies, if you're a fan, is unmatched, man. There's not too many other franchises to get people wound up like this. And Halloween has a very, very toxic fan base, and I don't like to be one of those guys. You know, I'm not going to shit on the actors in this film, the people who wrote it. Listen, you guys, I feel like you did the best you could in a very, very tight window, and that's what I think is the real negative of this whole thing. Is I felt like these two movies were very rushed. Halloween Kills and Halloween Ends were very rushed. I don't know where this story came from. I know they're trying to cap it off with this film and to end it, but I just don't feel this was the correct way to do it. They hyped this up to be a Laurie versus Michael struggle. Michael Myers was in the film for 10 minutes. Allison's a fucking idiot. Like, how do you not trust your How do you not trust your grandma at this point? She was literally over here. She was right about everything. She was right that Michael was eventually going to break out of there and wreak havoc. Everybody was like, nah, you're fucking batshit crazy, whatever. And I'm not saying she's not, right? I mean, she pretty much closed out her whole life. Her marriages were thrown down the toilet, and she like locked herself away, and she was not sociable because she was terrified, yes, but she just wanted to be ready for him to come out. And she was right, and everybody called her crazy. And dude gets out and he murders everybody. Murders her daughter, murders Laurie's daughter and Allison's mom, of course. And like, despite all this murder and mayhem, and Allison's still over here like, you're fucking psycho. See, your problem is you're just so scared of Michael. You're so wrapped up in him. He's gone. Like, and then the whole time, like, Laurie is over here like, Corey is bad news. When I looked in his eyes, I saw Michael. I seen that same like killer instinct that Michael has, and she's just over here like, you don't know anything. You don't know anything. Like you're just death. You bring death to you, and it's because of you that my parents are dead. And like I'm like, what the fuck? Like, are you kidding me? Like, who's writing this trash? I just said I wasn't coming after the writers in here, but that is trash. I'm sorry. If one of the writers happen to be watching my video on my channel, one, hit the subscribe button. And two, you wrote a shitty script, and I mean, I'm sorry, and I just don't, I don't know, man. I got a lot more thoughts, but I think I want to really watch the film again and make a full-on review, because I feel like I'm being really, really harsh, because there are some things that I did like in this film, but I'll be honest with you, man, mostly negative. I'm not happy with it. As far as a conclusion to a 40-year story, to this trilogy, it's very underwhelming. Even the end, you know, I think I think you can guess. I'm being spoilery now. Even the ending with Michael dying, it didn't do anything for me. I was just like, okay, you know, yeah, he definitely looks dead now. I mean, they mulched his ass up into a million pieces, so yeah, he looks dead. But the fight it didn't do anything for me, because you barely see Michael throughout the whole film. Michael's getting pushed around by this like 5'3" looking guy. Like that's the thing. I can't. If they were trying to, they can't convince me that he's as menacing as Michael. You know what I mean? He's way too short, way too small, and he's over here pushing Michael around. And I get it. What they were saying was like, him killing makes him powerful. Like Laurie Strode says that Halloween Kills, that every time he kills, he transcends. So they were going off of that, but he was just getting pushed around Corey the whole time, and I don't know, guys. I fucking hated it. This movie, I really, really hate it, and it puts a damper on this trilogy. Matter of fact, dude, I'll go as far as say this trilogy has gotten substantially worse because of this movie. And really, you could say that about Kills, but at least Kills felt like a Halloween movie. Despite the bad dialogue and all the dumb shit that happened in it, it still felt like Halloween, and it still had that magic that was in the original. So, look, that's all I got for you for now without flipping out on camera. I know that'd be entertaining, but that's not who I am. I will say this movie is the biggest piece of fucking dog shit I've seen in a long time. I'm watching it and I'm sitting there like, wow. Like I'm already short on time between doing the videos, between doing my full-time job, and then trying to work out because I'm a fat ass and all this other stuff. And then I'm watching this trash, man. I just, yeah, dude, it was just horrible. So look, that's all I got for you. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Did you like it? Is there some redeeming qualities? Like I said, I'm gonna watch it again, and then I'm gonna do a full-on badass and trash review, and maybe I have a different opinion on it. But right now, man, I think it's absolute garbage, and I'm very, very disappointed that this is the last Halloween movie we're gonna get for a while. So I'll just have to stick with the classics, man. So look, that's all I got for you. Let me know down in the comments. Let us know what you think, and of course, as always, like I told the sweet writers of Halloween Ends, if you wouldn't mind subbing to the channel, liking the video, letting us know that you like our content and you like what I say, you like me, you like seeing my face. And yeah, with that being said, I'll have a video for you soon. Stay dead, my friends.